Yes, underfueling is so prevalent, whether it's during an effort or kind of the lifestyle nutrition, right? I kind of look at like lifestyle nutrition as everything you do outside of your pre, during, and post workout, which is performance nutrition. Whether it's performance nutrition or lifestyle nutrition or both, most of the people that come to us, if not all of them, are underfueling in some, well, all of them are underfueling in some capacity or another. And it's, man, I mean, it's, I don't know where it comes from. I don't know if it comes, I mean, it probably comes from a combination of all sorts of different things of that we've been just ingrained to think that like in order to be faster and leaner and way less, I need to eat less. If that were the case, everyone that's ever gone on a calorie restrictive diet to lose weight would have done it and we wouldn't have a problem, right? Like it's a lot more complicated than that. Um, it's also, it's just, I think like it's, a lot of people don't see like the behind the scenes of what these high level athletes are doing to actually fuel enough. They're seeing like tidbits of what they're doing and, you know, like the what I eat in a day stuff that influencers are sharing and that kind of stuff is not super helpful for most people, especially endurance athletes, because they're endurance athletes and we have really high needs a lot of times. And we lead busy lives where sometimes it's literally just hard to get in the calories that we need on a daily basis. So underfueling is a huge passion of mine in that I want people to recognize how they're underfueling and how to fuel enough while also recognizing people's fears of going overboard and fueling too much, because I know that that's a thing too, whether that's lifestyle nutrition or performance nutrition. Um, there's a lot of different ways to recognize that I get into a lot of times with my clients of like, are you underfueling throughout the day and then you can't stop snacking in the evening after dinner? That's a great sign that you're not fueling enough during the day or you're not recovering adequately, or maybe you're not fueling enough during your efforts because you're suddenly trying to rely on willpower to not tunnel vision you to snacking on all the carbohydrates or like taking your kids' snacks out of the pantry or like, you know, eating all the random leftovers, that kind of thing. Um, but I guess it depends on whether we want to talk about underfueling with training or underfueling with lifestyle.
I think they go hand in hand because,
Yeah,
like, I don't know, like, as you're talking, it's making me think about fasting. And, like, if you get on what YouTube or something, you just search for, like, whatever, how to, I don't know, gain performance or lose weight or something. People are like, oh, fasting, fasting, fasting. But I feel like a lot of these videos that people are posting are not related to endurance athletes. So someone's like,
exactly.
oh, well, I'm going to burn more fat if I intermittent fast. And like, I personally, I feel great when I fast, but I've
Mm-hmm.
noticed though, and this obviously is common sense, that like, if I'm only eating for 8 hours in a day and I have a 3 hour ride and an hour run later in the day, it's extremely hard to get in enough calories. And that's just kind of
Yeah,
like a downhill spiral from there. So even though I feel good not eating, I have all this extra time because I'm not cooking or cleaning, all these things, suddenly it's like I'm in this deficit, and then it starts spiraling a little bit because I just can't
yeah,
consume like my caloric needs for the day.
exactly. Yep. And that becomes a lot of things when people ask me about fasting. I'm like, well, are you getting in the calories that you need when you are eating? Because if you're not, then you shouldn't be doing that. Because, I mean, that turns into like, we're talking about your longevity as an athlete. We're talking about injury prevention. We're talking about just like your ability to go out and enjoy that effort, right? And instead of just slog through it because some reason you're cutting way too many calories than you need to be.